Right, Sunday, 30th November. It's the afternoon, and I recorded this morning's episode of the Food Diary on my new phone, and I just can't get my new phone to connect to the computer, even though it has done in the past. So when I call it my new phone, even though I've had it for several months. So so I did that by mistake. So I'm recording this on the old phone, which is what I've been doing all the other videos on. And this one actually connects okay, even though it doesn't actually have a SIM card inside. I use it for phoning stuff. So this morning I weighed in at 99 kilograms and 0.05, so 99.05. So altogether I've lost about 5.5 kilograms. So that would be about close to 12 pounds. So this is going to be the last episode, so I'll do a conclusion as well. So I'm basically ending it about 12 or 14 hours early, because I'm working tomorrow on Monday anyway, so we may as well get this out of the way, and then I can move on to eating the lamb. There's 4.2 kilograms of lamb, so I'm going to have my work cut out eating that. So yesterday I actually finished off that sardine and kebab rather than throwing it away. So I actually had a breakfast, and in the evening on the way home I bought a French baguette. Well, they're all French, aren't they? And I had that with some chorizo, which I'd had in the fridge for a couple of months and was due to expire on the 3rd of December. So I needed usually and butter. So that's what I had. And I also finished off those salted pretzels. So I've sort of like any attempt by me to diet has sort of like already come to a halt a day or two ago, to be honest, hasn't it? So we may as well end this now, because although I've been down to 95 kilograms earlier this week, it's going to take me a few days to get back to 95 kilograms. So I've got Tuesday and Wednesday off as holiday, and I've got a new bed arriving on the Wednesday afternoon. So I'll be spending Tuesday and Wednesday tidying this room up and moving things around, because the new bed is slightly bigger. So there'll probably be a couple of pieces of furniture in here that I decide that I no longer need or want. And then I'm working next Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and I'll return to drinking the orange juice. So I'll be on my orange juice diet or the sugar diet or sugar fast or whatever. And after I've eaten that 4.2 kilogram of lamb, leg of lamb, I won't be missing having any protein or fat for 2 or 3 days while I just stay on the sugar or the orange juice. So I ought to be able to do that quite easily next weekend. That won't be filmed though. I'll just sort of like resume my life, and I'll resume going to the gym as well, because a contributory reason why I haven't been to the gym for the last couple of weeks is that I've lost my combination lock that I use on the locker. So I thought I'm going to use the locker the lock that I use on my locker at work, because I don't need that on my locker at work, because I don't keep any valuables in my bag or in my locker. So I can easily just go and repurpose that lock and use it for something else. So until I do find my combination lock, I just use that one when I go to the gym. So my first conclusion is that it's very difficult to combine losing weight and getting fit by going to the gym when you're under a time constraint, such as like 3 months, it's because a lot of time it's like the mental thing that you'll probably be sticking at about the same weight. So you might be undergoing body recomposition, but unless you're measuring that with a tape measure, you might not actually show up on the scale. And also, I think it's something that takes longer than 3 months to do. So if you've got more like a 6 month or 9 month or 1 year's time scale to operate by, or that you're thinking in terms of, you can relax more, can't you? And not worry about it. So, for the last month or so, I've basically been ditching the weight training and just concentrating on the weight loss. I suppose theoretically you ought to build up muscle first, so that increases your metabolic rate, and also you'll feel better if you when you're stronger as well, if you do it that way. But I end up resorting to going to the losing weight way. I think I've come to this conclusion before, and also other people have come to the same conclusion, that carnivore diet isn't really a diet for losing weight on. Like, so if you're grossly overweight, you'll lose weight on it. But if you're just obese rather than morbidly obese, you might not necessarily lose weight on a carnivore diet. And so it's like more of a diet for maintaining weight or slowly increasing it. While calorie restriction seems to be the way to go in terms of losing weight, and the sugar fast is, well, that may be making you lose weight by itself, or it may be that you're just going through a form of calorie restriction with that, and that's also why that works as well. So I will be going back onto the sugar fast, even though it's not a full-time sustainable diet, but it's something I can do, and I'll try doing that with a more of a lean protein thing in the evening, because at the moment I think I ruined it a few times by eating too much food in the evening. So like I was drinking the orange juice during the day and then eating normally at night, when I should be trying to minimise how much I eat in the evening when I'm trying to lose weight. I think I was going to come to lots of other conclusions, but my brain seems to have come to a halt with that. So maybe I don't really have all very many profound conclusions to make. There is one thing that I was going to mention. So I'll start recording things at the allotment and that again, because I just checked, and the very first YouTube video I made, which was a pilot one, that was on Saturday the 7th of December. So so like in 1 week's time, that would be when my anniversary would my YouTube anniversary comes up. So I'll start recording videos, not this week but next week. So next week I'm working the same days as this week. So this week I'm doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday and Friday, and I'm doing the same days next week as well. So I'll probably record something on the Tuesday or the Wednesday next week. Not this week, but the following week. Okay, I'll see you then.